Hey guys, so this week I'll be doing week 24 update, and a lot has actually happened this week. I had my monthly checkup and I did the glucose test where you are basically asked to drink something about this big. It's kind of like a Sunkist or an orange soda that is flat and extremely sweet. I actually expected something a lot worse because I've heard terrible things about that test, but it was definitely not a drink that I would order myself to just drink for no reason because it's just ridiculously sweet. But it wasn't that bad. I just drank it as fast as I could, and then basically once you're done drinking it, they write down the time that you finished drinking it, and then exactly an hour later they'll draw your blood in order to get the results, and it's basically to see if you have diabetes and just things like that. The results came back and I do not have diabetes or anything. They also drew my blood for a bunch of other tests and everything came back great. So I'm very excited about that. Today I'm actually having a kidney appointment. I'm seeing a kidney specialist because I've had kidney issues in the past when I was younger, and my OBGYN just wants to make sure that a specialist reviews my case and all my results and makes sure that everything is perfect, and basically more preventative because he wants to make sure that if in the future I have any emergency that I have to rush to the hospital, he wants a kidney specialist that has already been reviewing my case and knows my results and knows my history and knows me personally, so he would be able to meet me at the hospital and just know everything, and I wouldn't just get a random new doctor. So it's basically just to make sure that we're prepared for anything. And my results, all of my kidney results have come back good, so he's not concerned that something's happening right now. He just wants to make sure that we're ready if something were to happen in the future. So I'm okay with that. That appointment will be in about an hour, so I'm gonna finish filming this and just head to the appointment. I've also had insane symptoms this week. I know I have mentioned in past videos that I've been having somewhat of heartburn, but that I can manage it. It's just manageable. It's not pain. It's just a bit of just a fire feeling here that you know is heartburn, and it just goes away within a few minutes. But now I'm having serious heartburn where I just feel kind of just stabbing pain in my chest, and it is very painful to the point where I'm like laying in bed, I'm like, because it hurts so bad. It's like this big pain right here. And my husband was like, just take Tums here. And I'm like, I don't know if I could take Tums, I'm pregnant. So he's like, let me Google. So he Googled on his phone, and we found out that Tums are safe. So I had some Tums, and that has actually given me new issues because any antacid, you know, medicine or pills or anything like that you take, it basically gives you certain issues to go to the restroom. So I've been basically constipated for a bit now because of that, and because I'm taking Tums to prevent the pain of the heartburn, but then the Tums is kind of giving me issues to go to the restroom, and I've never had issues. I go every day, and it's always been perfect. Sorry if this is too much information, but this is what I'm going through. and now I'm having issues. It's not fun because it's kind of, and I guess this is how pills work. I mean, you have, you know, let's say you're 50 years old and you have a heart disease, and the doctor prescribes you this medicine that's supposed to assist you with your heart problems, but then this pill is gonna mess up your kidney and your liver and all in your stomach and other things. So it's kind of, you're taking a pill to help you with one specific problem, but then those pills end up giving you new problems, and that's kind of what I'm going through. It's not prescription medicine, it's just Tums, but it's giving me new problems that I didn't have before. So it's kind of frustrating, but I'm still very grateful because really that's the worst I've had my entire pregnancy: heartburn and constipation. So that I'm still grateful. I haven't had a fun week, that's definitely true, but I'm grateful that I've had a pretty good pregnancy. Everybody at work, you know, sees me and I'm just like rushing to the printer and rushing here and rushing there when I have an emergency and stuff like that. And everybody's like, you don't look, I mean, obviously I have a belly now, so you look pregnant, but you don't act pregnant. It's like you're not slower, you're even faster, and you just move very quickly, and you've had a really good pregnancy. So I know that's true, and I'm definitely grateful that I've had such an amazing pregnancy. And another symptom I had, I haven't posted the video up yet. I'm in the process of editing all the clips that I did, but basically last weekend I had an event, well, basically 4 days ago, or 3 days ago, I had an event where I got together with my old cheerleading friends, and it was basically the whole weekend. It was Friday night, Saturday during the day, and then Sunday during the day. And the first night, which was Friday night, was basically just to gather with all the alumni cheerleaders, and we mingled, and there was just refreshments, and there was a donut stand, a donut and pretzel stand. And the donut stand basically was, they're making donuts right in front of you, and then you got to choose whatever you want on top of the donuts, whether it be chocolate or caramel or powdered sugar or cinnamon powder or a bunch of toppings. And me and my prego friend, who was also a cheerleader with me and was also at the event with me, we were obsessed with this stand. We just kept going back and we're like, this stuff is amazing. It's the most amazing thing we've ever had. I mean, we were obsessed with the stand. We went back probably 5 times, and we would tell all the other cheerleaders, go, it's great, it's great. But obviously they weren't pregnant, so they were just like, okay, you guys are crazy. But it was delicious. It really was amazing. But then that night we suffered. It was, I felt like this is what labor is gonna be, because it was so painful. I woke up at 2 in the morning and was walking around the whole house just rubbing my belly and breathing hard, and I was like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna end up in the hospital today because it's so painful. And it's, my husband kept saying, I think it's just gas pain, but now that you have a baby in there, it's kind of, there's not enough space in there, and you constipated. So it was like one on top of the other on top of the other, and it was not a fun night. I was up walking around trying to go to the restroom, walking around trying to throw up, trying to do something, because nothing would help. I mean, it was a very bad night, and I have not had a night not even close to that ever in my life. So it was not fun. I woke up at 2 in the morning and ended up going to bed at probably 8 in the morning, and then I had to be up at 9 in the morning for the next event, because like I said, it was the whole weekend. So it was definitely exhausting and painful, and it was not fun. And the funny thing is that my friend, the pregnant friend I have, she picked me up to go to the Saturday during the day event, and when she picked me up, the first thing she said was, did you feel bad last night? Because I had a terrible night. And I was like, me too. We're like, it's those donuts. So I'm thinking it's all the grease from the donuts that just didn't sit well in our stomach, and we had so much of it, and we were just obsessed with it, that it didn't, our bodies didn't enjoy it. The babies were like, get this stuff out of your system, and it tried. So that was Friday night, last Friday night, and it was very interesting and not fun. So I'm guessing that's another symptom of pregnancy. But again, very grateful, because that was kind of caused by me. I ate these nasty donuts that tasted like heaven, and I suffered the consequences immediately after. So it happens, I guess, but now I know to be very careful with anything that's too greasy, because my body will not take it. So those are basically the only symptoms I've had. I sleep very well, you know, with the exception of that one night, but I sleep throughout the night. I still don't have issues sleeping because of my belly. I kind of now just put I know they sell those long pillows for when you're pregnant, but I don't have one of those, so I just use one of the pillows that we just throw on the top, kind of this one actually, this big black one. I just put it in between my legs and go to sleep, and that's how I sleep. My husband hates it because he says it feels like there's a third person in the bed and there's less space for him, but it's just what makes me comfortable and allows me to sleep throughout the night. So he has to take it and I need to sleep. So that's about it. I started doing a lot of things for my baby shower. I've designed the invitations. They're not printed yet because we're still working on the location. And I've done the water bottle labels. I've done the cupcake toppers. What else? The centerpieces. I've also done a little letter from the baby to our guests that will be at the baby shower. Basically, it's just a quick, probably 1 or 2 paragraphs, just saying, you know, it's from her. So it's basically just saying, thank you for coming and bringing, you know, all these thoughtful gifts. I'm sorry I can't be there to personally thank you, but I'm busy, you know, very busy being creating my organs and all that. And I will see you soon. I'm very happy, and my mom and dad are very grateful that you're here. And come visit me once, you know, in the world. Something to that effect. It's a lot cuter and it kind of rhymes. But we're basically going to put that on the tables for each guest. And my mom's actually making little flowers to put kind of at the corner of this letter. And the flowers kind of, you can use it as a head flower, like a headband flower, or you can pin it to your clothes. And, you know, that's kind of something that the guests can take with them to always remember our baby shower. So that's fun, and that's basically it. We got our stroller, so I'm really excited about that. I will be making a baby buys video probably tomorrow or the next day, and I'll show you guys the stroller and 2 little things that I've gotten after the last baby buys video. I've told myself I can't buy anything else until the baby shower, until we really know what it is that we are missing and need. But really, from the last baby buys video that I've made, I've only bought 2 little outfits and a pair of socks. Well, not a pair of socks, it's kind of a box. Well, you'll see it at the next baby buys video. And the stroller. And that's about it. The stroller's in my living room, and I love it, love it, love it. It's so pretty. And also, we're signing our lease tomorrow. We are moving to the apartment upstairs from us because this apartment has 1 bedroom and we are now needing 2 bedrooms. So we are moving just upstairs and we're signing the lease tomorrow. So hopefully we get the keys tomorrow and we could just start moving everything up there. That's basically it. I'll do a quick baby bump video or clip so you can see my baby bump. And if you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Oh, and I had one question. During our last appointment, we also spoke to the doctor about the cord banking and all that. But there's just so many different companies that provide the service, and there's so much information that we still need to research. But I wanted to know if you guys have had experience, if you guys have used a specific company or are registered for a specific company or thinking of using a specific company. If you guys can just leave comments below to just give me your insight on it or your experiences, so my husband and I have a little more to go by, because it's completely new to us. Most of my friends have never done that, so I really have no one to compare it, or companies that people recommend. So if you guys have any comments about that, that will be very helpful. Please just leave them below or send me a personal message if you would like, and we would really appreciate that. So that's about it. I'll go ahead and do the baby bump shot now. Bye. Okay guys, so here's the little bump. 24 weeks pregnant. There it is from one side, and from the front it's kind of like a little basketball, and from the other side I still have not gotten any stretch marks. Sorry if you see little marks, it's from the leggings, but no stretch marks so far, so I'm very grateful. Trying to drink a lot of water, and I am definitely getting that line. Sorry for these marks, I don't know if the camera picks it up. It's basically from my pants, but that's the front, and I'm definitely getting that dark line in the middle.